everybody, my name is Harry Rice. I review games for the Montreal Canadiens. Hello everybody, my name is Harry Rice. Welcome back to the channel. Today is a brand new live stream, as you guys can tell. Yeah, I'm back up here. I'm live, and yeah, we're going to be talking about the Montreal Canadiens game that happened tonight. Clifford's already in the chat. Hey, Harry. I watched the last 4 minutes in time to see all the heroics. Yes, indeed, Clifford. We're going to get to that indeed, my good sir. Believe you me. I'll give everybody a moment to come by into the stream. I apologize, guys, real quickly. I'm playing a game of WWE Supercard. I've been heavily into this game in the past 3 to 4 days. I don't know, would you guys want me to stream this? Like, not right now, obviously, but would you guys want me to come up sometime and stream for some WWE Supercard? Because I think that could be really fun. I think that'd be really fun, but I don't know. I'll leave that to you guys. That'll be my question to linger throughout the stream. But yeah, if you guys do not know my usual format, we go through the opening lines for both teams. I give my analysis, recap of the game, and then we recap is actually probably the best way to describe it, actually, rather than just like summary of events. It's just a recap of the game's events. But we look at the game, what happened in the game. We give the Canadiens final stats after the game, and then we get the hell out of here. So I think we are going to do exactly that and end the stream. No, we're not going to do that, obviously. So imagine someone opens stream just here, and we're going to end the stream. So, oh, okay. But no, seriously, though, I'm going to open the stream on my YouTube just to make sure that we are up and running. Yes, we are indeed, boyos. Hell yeah, we are up and running. All right. So, yeah, again, boyos, we are going to give the lines for the Canadiens, recap, blah, 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 whatever. Let's get right into it. We'll let people come in as they want. So this is the 22nd game for the Montreal Canadiens so far this year. The opening lines for said Montreal Canadiens were Newhook, Suzuki, Gallagher, Caufield, Dvorak, Slafkovsky, Armia, Monahan, Anderson, and Anderson, and Pearson, Evans, Ullinen. So, Armia, again, the bump in tonight, and Pezzetta's out. We'll see if that stays the same tomorrow, or if Pezzetta's back in, if they want to just play Armia for a game, see how he looks. Maybe they start alternating forwards like they have been goaltenders. We'll see. Matheson, Lindstrom, Gooley, Barron, and Struble Kovacevic were on the blue line tonight. Sam Montembeault gets a start net for the Habs, and Jake Allen backs him up, giving Caden Primo the night off tonight. The opening lines for the Blue Jackets were Gaudreau, Jenner, Marchenko, Texier, Fantilli, and Laine, Vorinkov, Sillinger, Chinakhov, and Robinson, Corrali, Danforth. Yoshi Bros. Wow, that was a crazy one for the Habs to win. Yes, it was, Yoshi. It was a very solid, fun back-and-forth game once we got out of the first period. The second and third were very entertaining. We'll obviously get to that. But, yeah, Yoshi Bros, hope you're doing quite good. 6 points and a possibility of 8 in that road trip. No reason to be complaining. Simon, absolutely no reason to be complaining at all. The only game we lost was to the team that played, that is the best team that we faced in the road trip. There's no real reason to complain. I was complaining about that game when we recapped it because Canadiens just didn't play, basically. But yeah, like getting the 6 points out of 8, the only game we lose is the one that is a really good team. I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely completely fine with the 6 points out of 8. Obviously, out of 8 would have been better, but I will completely take 6 out of 8. Yoshi, I did hear about the Canes signing, going to the Red Wings. Good for them. I was very surprised. Buffalo was apparently heavily considered for a while. It's been heavily rumored that both, I think it was Buffalo. There was talks of Toronto, of course, because they put Klingberg on LTIR. There's been talk of a couple Eastern Conference teams getting Patrick Kane. Yeah, for me, I find it a bit weird that the Red Wings got him, especially on a one-year deal, because he was apparently wanting a multi-year deal. I think that's what I heard. So I don't know, maybe he's just trying to see how bad the Red Wings get and then hope they can get something for him at the deadline. Yeah, I don't know, this, I would say this technically does push them a little bit closer to being a little bit of a playoff contender. I don't know why he'd go with the Red Wings over the goddamn Sabres, but yeah, I mean, I think with Patrick Kane, He should help them, give them some playoff experience, give them some cup experience, because they don't have any of that. Yeah, it should be a good signing for them. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sold yet. We do play the Wings on Saturday, actually, so we are back up here, by the way, live again tomorrow night for the Canadiens and Panthers game. We'll be back live up recapping that one. And then we're back here on Saturday. We're back here on Saturday to recap the Habs and Red Wings. So the Canadiens, I believe, get Kane's second game as a Red Wing, I believe. So he's either going to do really, really badly or really, really goddamn well. There's no, oh, he got an assist, he looked good. No, it's either the dude gets like 4 points or he gets none, basically, and he plays terribly. It's either or. There's no, he just played well. There's either he's really good or he's really bad. It's, my bet is on the former, I think, because I said really good or really bad. My bet's on the former, obviously hoping for the latter, but we'll see on Saturday. Yeah, I did see the game against the Panthers. I did get to watch the, I think, final like 5 minutes of regulation. Did watch some of the shootout, watch some of the overtime, watch the shootout. Yeah, that sucks. I was really hoping that the Panthers would win that one. Yeah, I saw that Yegor got the W. Unfortunately, the refs really robbed the Panthers with that one. Wall I did see he did play pretty well last night, for the most part. That is true, Sporty. He went to Detroit to be with his boyfriend DeBrincat. That is true, Sporty. That is very true. You know what? I can't argue against that. Going to be with DeBrincat in the same team, probably not on the same line, unless DeBrincat's all of a sudden on the third line, because he scored, was it now 0 goals in the last 12 games, basically, since he had, 11 and 8? Something that feels like that. Tomorrow we get Kraken, and then the biggest rivalry, Yoshi Bros. I don't think Leafs are playing the Canadiens on Saturday. I'm pretty sure. Taze is next to be with his 2 boyfriends. Yogurt. I'm pretty sure Taze is retired, unfortunately. Oh yeah, the hardest game, yeah, Leafs and Bruins. Well, I mean, for Leafs fans, it might be their biggest rival, but for Canadiens fans, for hockey purists, that's a good rivalry, is Habs and Leafs. Habs are the second youngest team in the league. Are they, Simon? I knew that we were like bottom 5. I didn't know we were like second youngest. It probably doesn't help. I mean, technically it shouldn't help that Jack and Doc are out. But, you know what? I think that says something, that we're still the second youngest team without a 21-year-old and a 23-year-old or 22-year-old, whatever Doc is. And we're still the second youngest team in the league. I think that's actually pretty solid. I think our oldest player might actually be Jake Allen, who's like 33, 34. I know Matheson's like 29. Dvorak, I think, is 27. So, yeah, we're definitely a very young team. Gallagher might be 31, 32-ish, but I'm pretty sure Jake Allen is our oldest player, actually. Comparing Caufield and Matthews, I know that Matthews is good with the scoring, but when it comes to speed, Caufield is definitely faster. Like, Matthews is a bit of a bigger guy anyways. Ironic, because he doesn't like to throw the body around at all. But Matthews is a bit of a bigger guy, so obviously that's gonna slow him down a little bit. I definitely think Caufield could be better than Matthews, because Matthews is a perennial 40-goal scorer. That's really all he really is. With the one season of 50+, the one season of 60+, actually, technically, because together. But yeah. I definitely think Caufield can be better than Matthews. I think all he has to do is start hitting the net more consistently. There was one time tonight where he had a great chance, but he didn't see that he had enough space and time. But yeah, I definitely think that, because keep in mind as well, he's only 21, 22, so as the years progress within the next 3 or 4 years, he'll really start getting the goal scoring going, I think. And Canadiens are going to be... Habs are going to be in a really good spot, if you ask me. Yeah, you know what's sad, when Anderson and Lindstrom both double Armia and Anderson in goals. Technically, they triple, because 0 and then 1-2. But I get what you mean. They have 2 times as more goals than Anderson, which is really funny, and we'll get to that. Believe me. I don't think the offseason trade for Alex. I didn't think the offseason trade for Alex Newhook would benefit the Canadiens more. He was I didn't think it would benefit the Canadiens more. He was a Stanley Cup winner, and yeah, he was a Stanley Cup winner in 22, yeah. Yeah, Yoshi Bros. I mean, I think the thing there was he was more of a third, fourth line type of guy. So he wasn't getting enough ice time with the Avs, and when they did give him top 6 minutes, they seemingly didn't know how to utilize him, which is crazy for the Avs, given how much they've gotten out of guys like Arturi Lehkonen and Valeri Nichushkin. And the last handful of games, like Jonathan Drew, and they've really started to distribute him right, it feels. But Newhook, they just didn't know how to, especially as well with like Bowen Byron and Cale Makar completely building them up on the blue line. Like, it's weird. But yeah, Yoshi Bros, I definitely agree. I think I was a little bit weary of the Newhook deal. I did say that it could be reminiscent of the Kirby Dach deal. He could end up fitting really well in Montreal. I definitely thought that, okay, maybe there's that chance there. They're definitely taking a risk with him because of what happened with Kirby Dach and blah blah blah. But yeah, it's worked out well so far. I think there's definitely been games where you look at Newhook and he has been a little bit inconsistent. I think tonight was a pretty alright game. He was noticeable at points, just not not really up on the scoreboard. I thought he played a decent game tonight. But like I said, there's games where he's there. There's games where he's just kind of not really, doesn't have his game right. But I wouldn't expect anything different than from a 21-year-old, 22-year. He might just turn 22. I mean, but 21, 22 years old. He's not going to have it every single night. Nobody's really going to have it every single night. So I would expect within the next year or two, though, that Newhook has really, really benefits more from being with the Canadiens. And I think being in the top 6 right now is actually going to help him a little bit more. And especially getting someone as young as him. I think he was 20 when they won the Cup. So getting someone like that in your lineup and having that young playoff experience, not just the veterans, I think is definitely going to help the Canadiens. Yegor, Newhook in the future will probably be on the third line with the Canadiens as guys come in. I don't know if that's the case, Yegor. I think what they're trying to build is a top 6 of seemingly Slafkovsky, Caufield, and Caufield. Caufield, Suzuki, Slafkovsky on the top line. And then I feel like they probably want to deal with Dach as your second line center and Newhook on the wing. I know they got Newhook because he part of the reason they got him was probably because he can play center and left wing. He's primarily a left winger right now with the Canadiens. I don't know if we can say he's going to be on the third line because I think if you have either Owen Beck or Philip Mazar as your third line center, that's really solid. Obviously, Newhook being there would be really good too. And now, of course, I'm completely basing this off of what we have right now. Who knows, after whoever we pick in this draft, who knows if Newhook instead goes to, oh yeah, he genuinely fits in as a third line center right now, or maybe he moves to right wing. I doubt it, but who's to say that isn't what happens? We'll see. But I do think right now we are trying to build towards Newhook being a second line left winger. I think that's what we want right now. We're just obviously forced to use him as the first line left wing because mixing up the lines, trying to get Anderson going, trying to get Gallagher going, trying to get Caufield back on track. And secondly, because Dach's hurt. Dach's out for the remainder of the season, so instead of going with that Newhook Dach Slafkovsky line that was really clicking for the first game in a period before Dach got hurt, you kind of have to mix things up. You have to see what works, and yeah. But yeah, I don't think Newhook necessarily right now will be a third line guy. But in the future, it definitely looks like maybe, potentially, I think it depends on who we draft this year, though. Obviously, trades in the future as well, but right now, I think it's more based on what happens in the draft. If you ask me, Sean Monahan would be better. I've seen how he plays with the Flames before. Yeah, Monahan definitely is slowing down a little bit, but then again, you put him on a line with Joel Armia and Josh Anderson. There's only so much the dude can do. He's not a fucking miracle worker. There's only so much he can do, and being now 6th in the team in point scoring after having a pretty hot start, not necessarily shows, in my opinion, that he's slowing down. I think it's more so just we're trying to trust him with different line mates who are struggling and try to get them elevated. I think it's more showing Monahan, hey, we trust you to run your own line. If you can get these guys going, cool. If you can't, we'll put you back with guys who are going in a couple games, probably. The Canadiens are actually a team that I thought were going to be a top 3 team. Yoshi Bros, I don't think we can even really say that they were going to be top 3 this year. Even me, like as much as I would love that. For me, I saw the Canadiens as more of a, and I said it in my preseason, before the season happened. I said that in my season predictions, is that I think the Canadiens were going to be a wild card team. They were either a wild card team or they're going to fight for a wild card and just kind of fall out eventually, more towards the end of the season. I didn't see them being a top 3 team in the Atlantic, as much as I would obviously love that to be the case. But yeah, I don't think us being a playoff team right now is necessarily something to be concerned about. I think it's just more so, firstly, we lost our second line center for the fucking remainder of the year. We lost a legitimate third pair defenseman in Arbor Jacki who provided physicality. He kind of provided the team with a little bit of blanket security. We lost the third line winger in Raphael Harvey-Pinard. We're relying on Joel Armia and Josh Anderson on the third line right now. Which, I mean, to be fair, I mean, we're trying to get them going, so it's kind of understandable why they're on the third line. No Supercard right now. I picked up my phone. I was going to play Supercard, and I can't do that right now. So these injuries are definitely hurting us. Josh Anderson having 0 goals 22 games into the year. That fucking hurts. That absolutely is something to struggle with, for sure. I think that's definitely something that is not good. I think Caufield having a little bit of a struggle. I mean, 7 goals, 22 games, on pace for roughly 28, 30-ish, around there, which is still not bad. Having a 30-goal scorer at 22 years old, like, that's not bad. That shows progression. Of course, I think we're judging way too heavily off of where Cole Caufield was before he got hurt last year. We're judging that, he would have 45 goals. He should have 40 goals this year. I do think it's going to take probably next year, looking at it now. Probably next year he'll hit 40. I do think this year he gets 30, unless he has like a really good hot streak about to come up and he's about to have 8 goals in 12 games or 7 goals in 10 games, for example. I think if he has something like that up soon, then yeah, no, he definitely can probably get back onto maybe a 40-goal pace. But yeah, I definitely think that there's certain guys being out that definitely hurts the team, and obviously I'm not gonna put blame anywhere. Savard being out, losing a top 4 defenseman in him, Harris being out for a little bit now, is a little bit of a ball buster, but like not as much as a David Savard, a Kirby Dach, or an Arbor Jacki, or even a Harvey-Pinard to a certain extent. I think if you have Kirby Dach and Arbor Jacki on this team right now, we probably win another game or two more. We probably win a game or two more than we have right now. We're probably 12-8-1 or 12-9-1. We probably win one of the games in overtime, something like that. So, you got to weigh out why the season might not be working out compared to why you think the season might not be working out, and somewhere in the middle. So, yeah, definitely not scoring as much, but at the same time, injuries. So, yeah. This draft, if we don't get top 3, I'd target another big forward. I don't think we really should target another big forward, Yogurt, because I think Slafkovsky's good. Doc's a big body. Newhook's not terribly small. Having Caufield 5'8", I believe, 5'9", not necessarily ideal per se. Suzuki's not a terribly small boy either. I do think that with having Arbor Jacki, right now Mike Matheson, potentially Kirby Dach, and David Reinbacher for the future, Logan Mailloux is not afraid to get involved. I think having those big bodies on the blue line is definitely going to help with the team more. I wouldn't even necessarily go with, again, more size up front. I think go with the best player available. And to me, it doesn't matter if it's a defenseman, because you can move it out. You can move out another defenseman if the best player available is a defenseman. If the best player available is a forward, go forward. For me, at that point, say we're drafting 8th overall. Would I potentially maybe want to move down? Okay, maybe, depends on the package you can get. If Nashville's still willing to move on from Yaroslav Askarov to move up, then okay, maybe I'd probably consider that. Now, if there's a solid, looking like he could be a good second liner available at 8th overall, I probably wouldn't want to move down. I'd probably want to pick him, because that's probably the only thing we need, again, right now, because you look at a future first line of Caufield, Suzuki, Slafkovsky, despite how good Newhook, Dach, and Slafkovsky were looking, that probably is still the first line we're looking to build. And then you have Newhook and Dach on the second line with whoever we draft, say, this year. I think that'd be fine. Like, I don't know if there's mock drafts coming out yet. I know there's my NHL draft already has a mock draft out right now. Never mind, it's down. God damn it, the site is down, so I can't look at it. But yeah, I think go with best player available. That's always the smartest choice, is best player available, best player available, best player available. I mean, yeah, the previous game against the Bruins in TD Garden wasn't quite as the team it wasn't quite the team that we faced when it was in Montreal. They could have done the same. I mean, Yoshi Bros, not really, because we were exhausted by that point. I think it was less the Canadiens had a bad game in Boston than just the Bruins knew better than to take us lightly like they did in Montreal. Montreal, the Canadiens, that has been a bit of an issue, is consistency. Our first periods have not been great. Our second periods and third periods have gotten better. They're what really when the Canadiens do start to play. And so, yeah, that game against Boston, that was just one of the games where we were just inconsistent. The games against Boston and Vegas when we were in Montreal and in Vegas, those were great games. But right now, it's a little bit of an inconsistent stretch. So, for me, I see that as more of just, it's inconsistent rather than, the Canadiens should be able to do that again. Yeah, we definitely could. It's just that, again, the lack of consistency. Yogurt, yes, I'm glad we're not doing what the Red Wings are doing. Signing older players like David Perron, Patrick Kane, Justin Hall, Ben Sherratt. I think they had James Reimer back again. And exactly, just rushing the natural build. I'm glad we're not doing that. Do I think next year we potentially sign a body if we're able to trade out, say, Dvorak or somehow an Anderson or, say, Pearson? Do I think next year we sign a body to be like a bottom sixer? Yeah, probably. We probably end up signing I'm trying to think of someone who's a pending free agent. All I can think of is the top guys like William Nylander. But do we sign a bottom six forward? Yeah, probably. We sign more of a second, maybe third line type of guy. Do we potentially sign Patrick Kane to say play a third line role? If he hits the market next year? Yeah, maybe we end up doing that. But we're definitely not going to sign a second line center in David Perron. We're not going to go out and sign two bottom pair defensemen and Ben Sherratt and Justin Hall to play top 4 minutes. We're not going to sign a backup goaltender to be our starting goaltender, you know. We're not going to do that, you know. The most we're probably going to do is maybe sign a college free agent if there's any, that look interesting. I don't think there will be, but maybe sign one of those, sign a bottom six forward. I can't even say sign a defenseman. It's probably just a bunch of AHL signings aside from just a bottom six forward, which I genuinely don't know if I want to go live for free agency again this year, because I still have the stuff from last year. I still have the things that I think that was the trade deadline when I did it was the trade deadline I have. I'll probably go live for the deadline again this year, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I'm just like you said, I'm glad we're not doing what the Red Wings are doing either. Yogurt, I'd give Beauvillier a shot to sign. I'd give Beauvillier a contract if he's a pending free agent. I'm indifferent on Beauvillier. I think he has potential. I just don't think he can reach it. I think he does have legitimate second line upside. I just right now he's looking like he's more of a bottom six guy, third, fourth line player, more suited to a third line than a fourth line. I don't know. I would be fine giving him like a 1 year kind of prove it deal. I mean, fuck, anything's better than Armia, and at this point, anything's better than Armia and Anderson. It's just, for me, could you maybe use, say, Philip Mazar if he's ready to go next year? Yeah, probably you could use him instead. Joshua Waugh and Sean Farrell might end up making NHL rosters, or the Canadiens roster. I think Joshua Waugh is almost a given already, dependent for next year's lineup. Beauvillier, I feel like just kind of hampers a guy who could come up and prove himself. Like a younger guy who could come up and prove himself. I think Beauvillier, even though he is Quebec born and raised, that's not what we really need at this point. We still have David Savard. I don't think we're trading him at the deadline. I think if anything, we might maybe trade him next year at the deadline. Plus, Montembeault right now is a Quebec-born player who's in the lineup. I don't think the Canadiens necessarily need a French guy in the lineup at this point. If anything, I think that's actually just hampering us from signing legitimate talents. But I don't know. If we do sign Beauvillier, obviously, if we do end up signing him, obviously I'm going to wish the best for him. I'm going to hope that he does end up becoming a star in the NHL with the Canadiens and he plays well. But I'm going to just assume that if we do sign him, he's probably just a third, fourth line type of guy. Either that or kind of what Elias Anderson was. We maybe thought he could have gotten a fourth line chance with the Canadiens, and right now he's just kind of, I believe, 12 goals in 20 games in Laval, I think. Ken Holland's probably calling Montreal to trade Campbell for Anderson. Oh, God, Yogurt, I do not want Jack Campbell. I don't want anybody that's on the fucking Oilers right now except for fucking Leon Draisaitl. Sorry, 7 goals, 9 points in 10 games. What the fuck's happening with Elias Anderson? Is he hurt? That sucks. But yeah, fucking dude is point per game in the AHL playoffs. He's got 3 points, 4 points, 3 goals in 3 games. So yeah, there's that. Honestly, if he's healthy, like I think honestly, if there's an injury or if like Dvorak gets traded. Like, I think, honestly, if there's a center that goes out, I would give Elias Anderson the call up. I know Xavier Simoneau is apparently playing well right now. Brennan Gignac is all right. Personally, I'd give Elias Anderson that chance if he's willing to come up for Montreal. I think Anderson can end up playing well in a couple game span for Montreal, if I'm being completely honest. All right, the opening lines for the Blue Jackets: Gaudreau, Jenner, Marchenko, Texier, Fantilli, Laine, Voronkov, Sillinger, Chinakhov, and Robinson, Corrali, Danforth, who I very much like, just like the hockey guy. Varensky, Boakfist, that is Adam, not Jesper, unfortunately. Provorov, Jurich, actually, technically, maybe I should be thankful that isn't Adam, because that isn't Jesper, because his young guns fucking dropped like that. Who wants to be in Columbus? Provorov, Juracek, and Bean Goodbranson on the blue line. Elvis Merzlikins gets the start net for the Blue Jackets, and Spencer Martin backs him up with Daniil Tarasov being injured still. Before the game, shout out Corey Perry, Habs legend. Gooley has a shot off the post 30 seconds in. There was a good rush. Jackets iced the puck twice in the opening 3 minutes. You guys should be... I believe that there's a couple of viewers in here. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I thought the stream lagged out for a second. I thought it did. Canadians then look for some chances. Blue Jackets' first shot is by Marchenko off the boards. Good stop, Montembeault. Struble is a shot from the blue line, just turned away by Merzlikins. Slavkovsky in front has a good chance. Rebound whacking away. No goal. There's then 7 minutes without a whistle. Both teams going back and forth. Couple looks. Anderson nearly gets tripped up, falls on his own. Both teams kind of fast. Getting a couple looks, not too many tough shots though. Shots are just 6-3 for the Canadiens with 8 minutes left though, as we finally get our first commercial break. There's an icing called on the Habs. Monty has a glove save that sends us to commercial with 7 left in the period. Blue Jackets kept the Habs hemmed in for a couple stops for Montembeault. They kept the Habs hemmed in. There's a few quick shots for Monty. There's a good one on Renski a couple minutes later. Shots are 10-6 for the Habs with 5 left in the period. There's a 2-on-1 for the Jackets. The pass is over, just wide. Rebound is put into the pads of Montembeault. A wide open net, and Chinakhov misses the 1-0 lead for the Jackets there. Habs have a few giveaways. Montembeault looking good. Habs press in the final minute. There's a Matheson shot high and wide with 3 seconds left. So the shots are 12-9 Blue Jackets and a scoreless first period though. Yes, I get join our Discord. I'm not going to do that. Thank you very much, Streamlabs. All right, sorry. Canadians get a couple looks early. Eternal Render, how's it going, my good sir? Thank you for coming by to the stream, my good sir. Canadians get a couple looks early in the second. Jackets do control this world is illusion. Eternal Render, there's a chance, but we are real. Yes, indeed, we are, my good sir. Jackets control 2 minutes in. Then we've got a scrum. Corrali takes a whack. I love you. Hey, Eternal Render, I love you too. I love all my fucking viewers. Let's go, baby. Corrali takes a whack at Montembeault after a whistle. Everyone gets involved right away. Big scrum. I just realized, check my phone. Okay, 20%. I'm going to plug it in, actually. But yeah, everyone gets involved, and we got some 4-on-4. Corrali is called... That is not the charging port. There we go. Corrali is called for slashing Montembeault. Kovacevic is called for roughing up Corrali afterwards. The Jackets score. A bad pass by Caufield, surprisingly. I'm going to give you an X-Mix Giss. I'm going to give this year because I'm staying... Hey, Eternal Render, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. The Amazon wish list in the P.O. box, or the... the Amazon wish list... The Amazon wish list in the P.O. box. Yes, the Amazon wish list is in my P.O. box. You have to go find my P.O. box. No. Amazon wish list and the P.O. box are in the description below, I should say. Actually, is my Amazon wish list even updated? I'm going to check right now because it might not be updated. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, it is updated, but there's a couple fuck. Okay, so sorry. I'm going to update my wish list real quick. I'm just going to, move some things around really quickly because I'm meaning to update my wish list. Why the fuck is French Dispatch still on my Christmas list? Or not my Christmas list, my regular wish list. I'm still here. I'm gonna bump up a little bit. Yeah, sorry boys. I'm just updating my Amazon wish list really quickly. I just want to make sure that it's in full 100%. It's full transparency, I guess is the word you could say I'm looking for. Funny enough. Actually, this I'm going to move back to my normal Christmas list. There we go. Alright, so the Amazon is in the description. Please be ready. Gift. I wanted to give you a gift last year, but my bro sold me out, but I rebuilt. Hey, Eternal Render, let's go, man. I'm glad you got your life rebuilt. Hell yeah, man. I'm sorry that your bro sold you out, man. But you know what? I appreciate the thought from last year. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. I'm rich as hell now. Hey, Eternal Render, let's go. Let's go. Get the money. Get the coins. Let's go, baby. I can give you a little drink to that. This is Pepsi. This is not beer. I don't drink recreationally. What the fuck? I can't speak normally. So I say recreationally properly. Yes, definitely. You'll get 10 DVD. Eternal Render. Thank you, man. That's good. I'm gonna finish off my Pepsi for you, my guy. You know what I'm gonna do? Just so I don't get the jersey wet, I'm gonna take a drink like this. If I spill any, it gets on the shirt, not the Habs. Actually, technically, it might get on the jersey still because I'm putting the. I didn't think it through, but fuck it, why not? We'll drink the rest of this for you. Oh, goddamn. Oh, my tooth. Ow, that hurt. Let's go. Eternal Render. I was gonna smash that, but I realized I probably don't want to try and bust myself open like the goddamn Sandman, so. Yeah, love you, you hot. Hey, Eternal Render, thank you, my guy. Let's go. Pugger up, baby, I'm coming to you. But the Jackets score first. Unfortunately, it is a bad pass by Caufield and a bad line change by the Habs. Just, you underrated hot Eternal Render, thank you, my good sir. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, underrated. I got what you meant. Don't worry, I got what you meant. Just two bad things unfortunately happening at once for the Canadiens. And Laine gets a break. Good shot. Just beats Montembeault. Really nice. Just puts it past the pad. If Montembeault had like another inch or two on his body, he probably gets that, but just nothing he can really do there. Tries to make the save, just isn't able to. And it's a 1-0 Jackets lead. Good goal by Patrik Laine. And the Canadiens score just a couple minutes afterwards. The 4-on-4. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with this. Let's go. Let's get this going. I'm gonna stick with this and see how many people have something to say about it. We're gonna go with this for a little while. This is the best possible hairdo I could have come up with today. That works. Thank you, Eternal Render. I appreciate it. Oh, there we go. How much of this can we get going? Oh my god. There we go. We're becoming a goddamn salad bowl right now, live on stream. Let's do this. We're becoming a salad bowl, baby. Let's go. But the Canadiens score. Newhook off a pass from the break. I'm gonna. Gifts love the expected. Girls love the expected. I mean, trying to render. They could. I feel like they also love the unexpected. I feel like girls love whatever you give them. I don't know how that meant to come off, but I think you guys know what I meant. But Newhook off a pass on a break hits the post. Moments later, though, it gets back to him. Yeah, girls love the unexpected. Exactly. Girls love the unexpected. Yeah, trying to render. Exactly. That's why I've gotten exactly 0 girls on Tinder. But I'm actually gonna check right now to see on one of my apps if I've gotten anybody recently. Okay, I'm switching the fucking thing back. There we go. Sort of getting to, there we go. A little bit better. How many conversations have I had? I've had approximately 0. Goddamn. You high. Thank you, Eternal Render. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. But Newhook gets the goal from Gooley and Suzuki. It's a 1-1 tie game. Habs have all of a sudden gotten the momentum. Jackets do some push, though. Back and forth chances. And the Jackets score again. You high IQ. Thank you, Eternal Render. Girls are definitely afraid of my social awkwardness. That's definitely why they don't want to go out with me. Definitely not the high IQ. I appreciate it. I'm 136 IQ. God damn me, Eternal Render. I gotta try and do some type of IQ. Let me actually see. Let me look up IQ test. IQ test. Okay, there are online IQ tests. Maybe this is what we'll do. Hi, Albert Einstein. I watched a movie with you in it last night. I watched Oppenheimer last night, in case you guys were wondering. I drive slow. Eternal Render, I would probably drive slow as well if I were on the road. I don't think I'd be a good driver. I'd be a very slow driver. I drive slow, and I'm a cop. You know what? That's smart. That's being smart. I like that. Drive slow and a cop. Cop driving slow. That's good. I like that. I'm RCMP. Oh, really? Eternal Render. You're RCMP. Oh, shit. Hell yeah. That's good. I like that, man. Hell yeah. Let's go. RCMP, baby. Respect to the RCMP, bro. They deserve that. They deserve all the respect in the world. Let's go, man. Yeah, so the Jackets, Jackets score again. Yegor I'm trying to balance the goddamn chat and the fucking I'm trying to balance the chat and the review. It's tough to do right now. I'm losing my touch, boys. Slow down. Oh yeah, I gotta slow down, Eternal. Yeah, my speech is my speech. Slow down and use road sense. Exactly, Eternal. Exactly. The Jackets score. I'm losing my touch. Before I used to be able to grip like, okay, chat review easily. Now it's just like, how do I do that? I got Supercard on the mind, I think. But Yegor Chinakhov puts it home in a cross-crease chance. Montembeault was kind of diving across. Tried to make the save, just wasn't able to, unfortunately. It is a 2-1 Canadiens lead. Jackets lead. 2-1 Jackets lead. Columbus, you could say, leads. The Habs then have speed in the Jackets zone. They tried to create some odd man rushes. Jackets for some more cross creases. They're looking. But off a turnover, the Canadiens score. Cole Caufield gets his 7th of the year from Dvorak and Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky passes it up to Dvorak. They're on a 2-on-1. Devo takes the shot, and on a rebound, Caufield's able to get it home. Habs tie the game up 2-2 just about 3 minutes after the Jackets got the lead again. So that's actually twice in this game. Both times that Columbus scored, Montreal comes right back and gets a goal within 3 minutes. Honestly, that's props to Montreal. They were able to get the game tied up very quickly. They weren't letting the Blue Jackets really get comfortable with the lead. Habs then had massive pressure. They spent, I think, 2 plus minutes in the Jackets zone. The Caufield, Suzuki, and Slafkovsky line looking really good. Jackets were tired. Slafkovsky really controlling the puck a lot. Good passes to Caufield, good passes to the blue line. Not letting the Jackets get anything. Caufield gets a couple shots, just missing the net. Jackets, though, on a change. Armia finds a 2-on-1, and he takes the shot. Jackets, basically all 5 of them on for a change. Montembeault with an easy, with a very quick pass right up to Joel Armia. Just takes the shot, unfortunately. Monahan got a little bit tied up. Merzlikins then has a slash on him after the whistle. Surprisingly, no penalty. The refs did not call a lot tonight. There was not a lot really to call. All there really was, hell yeah, Habs with the heart. Let's go, return a render. Absolutely, the Habs. There's a reason the Habs logo, well, it's not exactly on my heart, but you guys know what I mean. There's a reason that the Habs logo is always placed on the chest right near the heart. There's always a reason for that. But yeah, Habs beat a team that should not exist. You know what, Eternal? They very much did. They absolutely beat a team that should not at all exist. Blue Jackets, relocate to Houston, please. I think there would be a lot more money in the NHL if you relocate Columbus to Houston. But yeah, sorry. So Merzlikins has a slash on Armia. The refs did not call a lot tonight. They called the stuff in the scrum with Montembeault, Corrali, and all that. And they called one other penalty. A very, very clean penalty. There was a very clean game for the most part. There was a missed there was actually a missed too many men on the Canadiens in the first period. Funny enough, Garrett Mink, I believe was his name. Garrett Mink, tough reality we live in. A little bit, yeah, Turtle. Unfortunately, a little bit of a tough reality we're living in right now. COVID and all that, and racism obviously still existing. Just a very, very tough reality for sure. But yeah, the refs, like I said, were not calling much at all. Aside from the 4-on-4 that would end up coming. Like I said, there was a missed 2-on-1 for the Canadiens. I think there was a missed trip on the Jackets, but there really was not much that they really missed. There wasn't much they needed to call. It was Gray Mink, much McCauley. Unfortunately, we did not get a fight tonight, but yeah, the toughness is what does not exist. Yeah, that would be nice if it didn't exist. That would be really, really nice. Yeah. Oh God, where am I? Oh God. Okay, so Caufield, yeah, so all right, here we are. But yes. All right, so the final minute, the Habs look for something, but there's just a little bit of pressure, not too much. So the shots are 23-19 for the Habs. It's a 2-2 tie game after 40 minutes of play as well. Habs started third off quite strong with some good chances for both teams. Jackets get a couple looks. You awake, my guy? Oh, Eternal, I'm absolutely awake, my guy. I'm absolutely awake. I've been awake. This is, I think, my 7th hour of being awake. I went to bed late last night, unfortunately. This is my second can of Pepsi today, the one that I kind of dented with a little bit of a headbutt. That's cold. I don't like that. I don't like how cold the can still is. Absolutely. I know it. I feel it. Let's go. Absolutely. Second can of Pepsi, second can of energy. We're up. Believe me. Jackets get a couple looks. Montembeault steps up on Chinakhov in the saving way, not necessarily the I'm going to slash you Jordan Bennington way. Habs go back the other way. They get some chances. Barron has a good run in front. That gets stopped. Corrali then runs into Kovacevic at the blue line accidentally. He still then somehow gets busted open in his cheek. That did not look pretty. Then takes a friendly fire shot off the knee. Corali with a disaster shift for himself, not necessarily for the team, but yeah, they showed him on the cheek. They showed him on the bench. His cheek was busted open, a little bit of blood flowing down. Didn't like Corali for the Montembeault stuff earlier, but you know what? I hope he's fucking all right. I hope he got that stitched up all right, because that looked like it hurt. That did not look pretty at all. And that, yeah. Habs go, hell yeah, let's go, Eternal, hell yeah. Habs go back the other way. There's a stop. Gallagher jaws with Merzlikins after a whistle. Surprisingly, none of the Blue Jackets going in and, you come here or whatever. None of that. They're just kind of letting them talk. So either it wasn't all that serious, or they were just kind of goofing around with each other. My bet's on the former. It was just like, hey, how you doing? You doing good? Yeah, I'm going to score. Something like that. So, yeah. Habs get a couple looks. Jackets, though, pressure. And they go to the power play. Lindstrom, not Nick Lindstrom, unfortunately, but Lindstrom, called 2 minutes for delay of game, puck over glass. As he was pressured, just throws it out, gets off his stick a little bit earlier than he wanted. Montembeault makes a great stop on Gaudreau. Good toe save. Makes another one on Voronkov. Great poise to stay with the puck. Habs are able to kill. We are 1 for 1 on the PK tonight. Yep, Eternal Render. Yep, the wings, Lidstrom and Lindstrom. Gustav Lindstrom, we did get him from the wings, funny enough. So, yeah. Canadiens, by the way, also had a few near shorthanded breaks during that penalty kill. How else would they be shorthanded? Armia tried to run through Laine. He quickly realized that didn't work. Pearson the sharp angle shot. That was easily stopped. Habs then look for more. Caufield has a near 3-on-2. Tried to pass for Dvorak. Just couldn't find him, unfortunately. Canadiens have a chance with a bit of a weird 5-on-3. So basically, Jackets were in the midst of a change, but nobody came on. So it was like a 3-on-2, and like the Canadiens were trying to rush. Then the Jackets quickly realized they had to get on. So it was a weird 5-on-3 for like 5-10 seconds. Yeah, Habs just couldn't capitalize, unfortunately, as great as that would have been. Caufield then has a good chance off a turnover. Didn't think he had that much space. He just takes a quick shot. It's just over the net, unfortunately. Would have been great to see him get. Well, actually, technically, wouldn't have been great if he scored, because I was taking the last of my notes and rushing upstairs. But but Caufield did have a lot of space. Just didn't think it through, unfortunately. Jackets try to press. Habs come in numbers a couple times. Then we get another scrum. Newhook has a little poke at Merzlikins. Gallagher's right in with Boone Jenner. Slavkovsky was in, I believe, the first one, actually. But yeah, we get a little bit of a scrum. No penalties, though, as a result of the of this scrum. Jackets with a bit of pressure. Canadiens are blocking shots. And with 4 minutes left, the Canadiens all of a sudden score. So it's kind of against the flow of the play. The Jackets were in control. Habs will go back the other way. They're kind of setting up. Barron has a good pass over to Matheson. Just takes a shot. And it's a more of a one-timer than a slapper. But Barron passes it across Matheson. Hey, I love you too, Eternal Render. Absolutely love you too. 100%. Mwah. Love you too. Love all you guys that are in here right now. Yeah, so Barron has a good pass across for Matheson with the one-timer. And it's tipped in front by who else? Joel Armia. Yeah, that's right. Joel Armia gets the 3-2 Canadiens leading goal. Who would have thought? I'll never quit. Let's go. We're trying to run. I'll never quit this shit either. I'll never quit doing YouTube. I don't care if I got one person watching me, a million, a fucking billion, anything in between, whatever. I don't care how many people watch this. I'm gonna keep going for you guys. As long as there's one person that'll watch these streams and enjoy them. Just one is all I need, and I'm gonna keep going. Obviously, we'll aim for more. We're going to aim for as many people as we can get to. But all I need is one. That's all I need to keep watching. That's all I need. So the Canadiens, like I said, with the 3-2 lead now with under 3 to play in Columbus. Jackets start to press. Merzlikins go to the bench with 2 minutes left. Anderson wasn't out there, surprisingly. I thought that we would have put Josh Anderson out there. Bro, I'm your hero. I'm your hero? Hey, you know, I hope that you're my hero, man. Let's go. Let's go. I love the confidence. Let's go. Hell yeah. Yeah, Anderson, again, surprisingly not out there. I thought that they were going to get him out there, try and get, hey, who cares if it's an empty net? Just get your first of the year. But Anderson was completely benched, it felt like, for the last, 5-6 minutes. I didn't see him once out there. Then again, I didn't see him much throughout the remainder of the game, throughout the rest of the game, but, he did still play. I'm awake. Let's go. I'm awake too, Eternal Render. And the Canadiens score. It's an empty net goal exactly 2 minutes after the 3-2 lead. Gustav Lindstrom. We wake. We ain't woke. We wake. Exactly. Gustav Lindstrom gets his second as a Canadian from Matheson with 57 seconds left to play. Good slapper from Gustav Lindstrom. You love to see it. Too many men in front for a wrister. Shout out to my dad for pointing that out to me. So he kind of had to take a wrist slapper. And yeah, Justin Ballmer, let him cook Newhook. Absolutely. Let him cook Newhook. I like that. That's good. Oh, Eternal, we're going to conquer the world if we're able to. Conquer the world together? Absolutely. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If I'm ever making it big, I'm bringing you fucking boys with me. I'm bringing all the homies. I'm not leaving anybody behind. If I'm getting big, I'm fucking taking everybody and bringing them up with me. Choo Choo 22. Is that Practical Prankster Z? Bro, I haven't seen this dude in 2 years. Practical Prankster, holy shit, how's it going, my guy? Practical Prankster Z, or Practical Pranksters, if you will. Practical Pranksters, technically, is how you can see it. Welcome back, Practical. It's been a fucking long time, man. Dude, as soon as I saw the Choo Choo 22, and then I saw the name, and I was like, it took me a second. I was like, there's no way that's and then it's holy shit, yeah, that is. Holy shit, Practical Prankster, let's go. We're getting people in here now. Now that we're getting fucking hyped and near the end of the game, people are coming by. How you doing, man? How you doing, Justin Ballmer, too? How you guys doing? So with the empty netter, that's going to seal the game. It's a 4-2 Canadiens lead. Jackets can't pull the goalie. Habs then press for 15 seconds left. They didn't let the Jackets get a last touch. They just ran out the clock. And the Habs win a turnaround. Life is great. Absolutely. Yes, it is. So the Habs win. 4-2 is your final in Columbus. The final shots are 32-28 for the Canadiens as well. And yeah, that seals out game number 22 for the Montreal Canadiens. Our next game is tomorrow against the Florida Panthers. I, of course, will be live. Hell yeah, Practical Prankster. Hashtag road to 900 subs. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. I'm hoping with the 25 days... I forgot I had the IQ test open. I forgot I had that open. I was like, why the fuck is Albert Einstein on my screen? But yeah, I'm hoping with 25 days of Harry coming up, boys, that soon we're gonna get going. I'm really hoping that we're gonna get to 900 really soon. We're at 871 right now. We've gained 8 subs in the last 28 days. It's fucking good if you ask me. We're getting pretty good. So 871. All we need is 29 now. 29 subscribers. That's all we need is 29 subscribers. If we can hit 900, I'm gonna send you Prez. Hey, let's go. Eternal Render. I'm stable now. Hey, let's go. Hell yeah, fixing that mental health. Always love to see it. You gotta love when people are able to fix that mental health. If they got any troubles with it, that's always good to see, man. Hell yeah. But yeah, if we can hit 900 subs, that'd be fucking sick. If we could hit that, be prepared for a gifty. Oh, Eternal Render, I will absolutely be prepared. Thank you, man. I couldn't appreciate it any more than I am. If it is here in time, by the way, we will open it on the Christmas Eve stream. Which actually I just realized, if I am going to do the Christmas Eve stream, and if we do have any gifts for that stream, I gotta really hope that I do remember. I mean, to be fair, when we had the gifts like 3 years ago, I didn't really get the urge to open them before the stream because I was like, yeah, no, these are for the stream, this is for content. I cut off that like connection, like, oh my god, someone sent me something, and just saw it as, okay, that's content for like until the stream, and I was like, okay, no, this is, yeah. You're my favorite YouTuber, Channel Render, dude. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, dude. People like, I never, when I start, it's weird. Like, at the same, I love hearing that, but at the same time, it's weird, because it's like, I'm so used to telling, like, people, like, when they become my favorite YouTuber, like, hey, yeah, you're my favorite YouTuber. I never expect to hear it from somebody. It's not that, like, I don't think I make good content. It's just that, you know, I'm so used to, like, fanboying out over, like, other YouTubers. Like, oh my god, he's one of my favorite YouTubers. This is one of my favorite YouTubers. I never expect to hear that back. So thank you, Eternal Red. I do appreciate that. I really appreciate that a lot, my guy. Thank you so much. But yeah, if we do have anything that's here for the Christmas Eve stream, I just realized I'm probably gonna need to set up the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. You have skill, thank you, Eternal. I've been told something along those lines. Not exactly skill, but back when I was in high school, a lot of teachers, and this isn't like to like put me down, like they tell me like I'm built like a football player, like I'm big. I'm a big boy, not necessarily like just fat, but like I'm big. I was big for my age, so I've been told I have skill in something else. I've been told my YouTube ability, if you will, my YouTube ability is pretty alright. I have the confidence for YouTube. I will say that. I definitely have the confidence. You know, I'm not coming up here live and I'm like, I don't wanna be too loud. You know, just hey, how's it going, guys? You know, it's just like, hey, you know what? We're going. We're going. You say, holy fuck, Eternal. I'm called you Tap. I'm really sorry. Eternal Render. If that's legit, holy fuck, dude. I would not have expected that the channel would do something like that. I would not have expected something like that at all, dude. I'm gracious of that. I don't even know what to say, dude. Just I'm happy that the channel was able to do that. I'm very happy that the channel was able to do that for somebody. I really like. Thank you a lot, my guy. If that, I don't know why I'm thanking you, but thank you for watching the content. I guess thank you for watching the content. I'm glad that it absolutely. I'm glad that absolutely it helps somebody out in that way, other than just giving them some entertainment. I will absolutely, man. I will absolutely remember that, dude. I want believe me. I absolutely will, dude. I absolutely will. No, thank you. Tap. I'm sorry, Tap. I see the E and then I see the R in there in your name, and I'm getting like Tap and Eternal Render. To be fair, they do sound a little bit similar to the Eternal and then Enor. Like, doesn't really sound from. I'm wired differently. I'm wired differently. That's what I'm gonna say. But Eternal Render. There we go. You do not need to thank me at all, man. I love doing the content. I didn't think that the videos meant that much or the streams meant that much to somebody, but hey, you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy for you, man. Life is absolutely incredibly precious, boyos. Boyos, kiss your loved ones. Hug them a little bit tighter tonight. Don't kiss them in like the weird sexual way. Kiss them in a very, very genuine family way. Kiss them on the cheek. Don't kiss them mouth to mouth, especially if they're your parents, because that's very weird. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Let's get into the Q&A. Oh, of course, William comes in, probably hears that first thing. William, how's it going, my guy? Thank you for coming in, William. I'm assuming you heard. Don't kiss them on the mouth if you're your family. You're probably wondering, what the hell did I just come into? I'm not explaining because it's probably funnier that way. Go back to last minute if you want to find out. Go back to last minute if you want to. Basically, like, I'm just saying, like, life is precious. Kiss your family, and then I said don't kiss them like mouth to mouth if they're your mom or dad, because that's kind of weird. Even like siblings, that's a little weird. First cousins is like okay. First cousins is a little bit, it's a little bit weird, but it's by the time you get the second cousins, I think. By the time you get to second cousins, I think that at that point you're fully it's fully fine to do that. But fucking crazy. This is why I can never be a comedian or an actor. I would fucking crack the first time I try and improv something. Alabama shit, exactly, William. Sweet home Alabama. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Workout every day. Eternal. I've been wanting to, man. ER. That'd be kind of a sick nickname for you, ER. But Eternal, yeah, I've been wanting to, man. I believe me. I have like some little weights that would help me like just to start. We have a decent field. I could fucking go in. I mean, probably not now because it's winter and I hate the cold. But like, I can even just like walk around my house. Like, that'd be really funny. Yeah, ER. All right, I'll start calling you ER. I think so. Yeah, I think. To be fair, ER would also probably help me stop. I mean, to be fair, if I say Eternal Render enough, it's gonna stop me from confusing you with Enor Tap. But it's not like I confuse you with him. It's just I see the name and I think Enor Tap to say Enor Tap because, yeah, it's not obviously malicious. I'm sure you know that, but it's just a weird thing with me. But yeah, ER, yeah, I've been wanting to work out. I want to lose weight. I really want to do. That's the only thing is eventually if I do lose weight, the jersey's gonna look weird on me because it's gonna go from like nice and fitting eyes. It's gonna go from like nice and fitting. It full fills out to like if I'm thin, it's gonna like almost hang off me. I mean, obviously not right now because I'm just like sucking my gut in, but it's gonna be like, you know. Plus, this one is already adapted to my dad who had this before me, so I'm a very similar body type to him as well. I'm 130 IQ. I'm just exactly ER exactly. You get that. You know what I'm going for. Exactly. All right, my throat is getting a little bit sore, and I've got a movie to watch with my best friend. So we're gonna cut this unfortunately a little bit short. We're gonna do the stats, read any last minute comments coming in. And then we will end the stream in a couple minutes. So I don't diss people. Eternal ER, sorry. ER I don't either. I mean typically not. Unless obviously we're joking around, having fun with each other, then we'll throw some fun jabs back and forth. But yeah, no, I don't ever really like want to go after people and be malicious and shit like that, you know. I don't want to do that. So yeah. Caufield leads the Canadiens. Oh yeah, by the way, in regards to the 2-2 tying goal, apparently Caufield saw that Suzuki was now leading the team in points and thought, can't have that, I gotta get the lead back. And so he scored. But yeah, Caufield leads the Canadiens with 7 goals, 11 assists, 18 points. He leads the team in both assists and goals and points. Technically, he's tied, but he has the lead in goals, so that gives him priority. But yeah, 7 goals, 11 assists, 18 points. Nick Suzuki with 5 goals, 13 assists, 18 points. I really hope my mic isn't going out. Yep. 136 IQ. Thank you, Eternal. Thank you for the reminder. I saw 130. I thought it was 136. Thank you for the reminder. Mike Matheson, 5 goals, 12 assists, 17 points. Say it with me now, boys. I remember when he wasn't playing like a top 15 D man roughly 5 games ago. I do. Alex, no problem, ER. Alex Newhook, 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points. Sean Monahan with the opposite of course, 13 goals and 6 goals, 7 assists for 13 points. Brendan Gallagher has 5 goals, 4 assists for 9 points. Caden Gooley, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points. Justin Barron, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. Tanner Pearson with the reverse of 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points. Juraj Slafkovsky, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. He's really starting to get some more points, so Juraj's looking pretty solid early at this point in the season. I woke up in 2016. Eternal, based. Love that. Let's go. 2016, baby. Hell yeah. Great year for me personally. Great year for YouTube, for me, for you definitely as well, ER. Great year for a lot of things, a lot of people. Jake Evans has a goal, 4 assists, 5 points. Jesse Ullinen with 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points. Good to see him getting some points. Where am I? Sorry. Christian Dvorak with the opposite of 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. I pretty much just woke up. Hey, let's go, ER. Nice. Yes, Dvorak. Rafael Harpenard, who's currently out. I believe it's indefinitely, I think they said. He has 4 assists. Jonathan Kovacevic with 3 goals. He's got to start passing the puck a little bit, getting greedy with the goals. Gustav. Love Kovacevic. Gustav. Hey, Sons of Liberty. How's it going, man? Popping in right at the, right near the end of the stream, unfortunately. Hi, Pop. How's it going, Sons? But yeah, Gustav Lindstrom, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points. Arbor Giacchi, who's out seemingly day to day. I think they said he could have gone tonight. Actually, I want to look up, see if there's any updates on Arbor Giacchi real quick. I don't think there is, but what do they call? Oh wait, no, yeah, we did place him on the IR. Wait, yeah, no, that doesn't make sense then. Why would we place him on the IR? I forgot the Habs played tonight. I forgot the Habs played tonight. Hey, Suns, maybe that's why they won. It's because you didn't watch this game. Maybe that's why. I hope BC. Hope BC. I feel like that's a legitimate place, I think. Hope BC. But Jack Eye, who's, like I said, out seemingly indefinitely, and Michael Pezzetta both have, who was a healthy scratch tonight, have a goal, 2 assists for 3 points. Jordan Harris, who's out, unfortunately, has three assists. Rambo, First Blood, very solid film. I like First Blood quite a bit. It's the only Rambo movie I've actually seen, surprisingly. I should probably watch First Blood Part 2 and all the other Rambo films. I think there's 5 of them, maybe 6, but I think there's 5. Joel Armia has 2 goals. Kirby Doc, who's out for the remainder of the year. David Savard, who's, I believe, out 2 to 4 weeks at this point. And Josh Anderson all have 2 assists. Best B movie. Surrender. Part 1's all you need. Well, damn, yeah. Yeah, okay. But Part 1's all I need. Well, damn, yeah. I've definitely seen the best one, and I'm sure I have, regardless of how the others are. Probably still will at least check them out just to see how they are. But definitely, I do think Part 1 probably will be the best one. Thoughts on Oppenheimer now that I've seen it. Sons, Oppenheimer was very, very good. I don't want to give any spoilers for somehow if anyone watching this still hasn't seen Oppenheimer, but I don't want to give them any spoilers, but Florence Pugh, top positive, absolutely. Definitely one of the top positives, no, legitimately. The way the story played out was a massive positive. The cinematography was absolutely beautiful. The scene, God, I don't know how to say this without giving spoilers, but the scene when the nuclear bomb is first launched, that whole 7 minutes of in the bunker, and Josh Peck's the guy. If it goes below 0, shut it down immediately. The countdown, and then it just goes completely silent. Just that whole scene is masterfully done. Everybody in the movie, I feel, gave fucking great performances. From obviously Cillian Murphy, I think it is. Cillian Murphy. Florence Pugh, of course. I was going to say Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is not in that movie. Emily Blunt, everybody in the movie. Down to characters who are in it a good bit. Like Benny Safdie as Edward Teller. Guys like that. And even guys who only have a scene, like Alex Wolff. I believe Alex Wolff only has one scene. Josh Peck. There's someone else I remembered who was in the movie for a scene. I can't remember. But guys like that, everybody plays their part perfectly. I mean, you got Christopher Nolan as your director, so obviously it's going to be pretty goddamn good. Exactly, very tense scene for sure, Sons. Especially the whole thing that's built up with, there's a very off chance that this causes the end of the world. That whole thing being in there, which is very funny that it mentions the end of the world, because I just watched Without Warning and Armageddon, which are movies about the end of the world, it's kind of funny that all 3 of them have that small little tie. I don't think Barbie has, well, I mean, to be fair, yeah, Oppenheimer, easy movie of the year this year. Sons, I don't know if I would say that, actually. Okay, it is definitely the best movie of the year. My favorite movie of the year, actually, you know what? It might honestly be A Good Person. It's funny that Florence Pugh is in 2 of the best movies of the year. A Good Person, if you haven't seen it, Sons, or anybody that's in this chat, if you guys haven't seen A Good Person yet this year, Florence Pugh, Morgan Freeman's in it, Zach Braff directed it. Very, very good movie. Very good movie about a car crash survivor trying to deal with the loss of her boyfriend. Not her boyfriend, her boyfriend's family, and how she may have caused it. It's a very, very good movie. I would definitely check it out. It's a great, great movie. But Oppenheimer, yeah, looking at it, definitely a great movie. Probably the best movie of the year. It's definitely probably going to be on the top 100 favorite movies of the year. What's it called again? Sons, A Good Person. It's not called Sons, A Good Person. Obviously, no. It's called A Good Person. Oppenheimer, yeah, definitely easy movie of the year. I'd be very surprised if it does not win the Oscar next year, Sons. I will be extremely surprised, but at the same time, Barbie winning would be the funniest goddamn thing imaginable because of how bad that movie was. Sons, have you seen the 94 Without Warning? There's no way you would put Without Warning and then the fire emoji. There's no way you would put that without having seen it. Have you actually seen it? Barbie, God, no. Eternal Remedy, Barbie. It was not a good movie. Barbie was not a good movie. I watched it just to do the Barbenheimer thing, and I kind of regret it. I mean, I don't regret the Barbenheimer experience. I just regret watching Barbie. I could probably do a whole ass review on that movie, because the message was kind of wonky at points. There were certain things that Yes, Sons, exactly, the News Mock movie without warning. Yes, Sons. There's no way you've seen that. There's no fucking way. That if you have, Sons, you are the fucking goat. If you have seen that, I will be extremely happy and extremely impressed. I'd be very happy. But Sons, you're the fucking goat, bro. You've seen the 94. What did you think of it? What did you think of it? Because like I watched that last week. And I was, like, fucking encapsulated the whole goddamn time. I was just, like, my eyes, almost like Oppenheimer. Just obviously not to, like, that degree of Oppenheimer. But, like, my eyes were just glued the whole time. I was just fully interested in the movie. If anybody hasn't seen Without Warning, please check it out. It's actually on YouTube. Just look up Without Warning 1994. It's a great movie. It's a movie, basically, I don't want to spoil much about it. But basically, it centers on being this mock news broadcast, and it's about this meteor, this asteroid that crash lands on Earth. 3 of them actually crash land on Earth, and yeah, it's basically just about this news anchor. It's basically this news anchor and this doctor that ends up coming on later, played by the wife from Malcolm in the Middle, the mom from Malcolm in the Middle. I'm not gonna say her last name because I have no idea how to pronounce it, and I don't want to disrespect her by not being able to pronounce it. Jane Kazmiak, something like that. But the mom from Malcolm in the Middle, if you know that show. And they're basically just getting reports. It's a very, very good movie. It might not sound interesting, but when you actually watch it, it's really good. I don't want to spoil anything about it, but just, if it sounds, okay, it's somewhat fascinating, the asteroid, whatever, check it out. You will not regret it. Yes, Sons, the ending scene, yes, exactly. Like, the whole movie leading up to that point is like, it's good, it's pretty solid, but that last, like, 5-10 minutes, it's just like, holy shit, like, you almost get like chills watching it. It's like, you almost get the shakes, because like how you're enthralled in this. Like, if you can get into that movie and watch it if you can get into it, and sorry boys, I'm gonna get to the rest of your comments in a second. I really want to talk about Without Warning for a minute. But if you can get into that movie and think in your mindset, okay, I'm not watching a movie, I'm watching like a live news broadcast, just realize that it's using accelerated time, because if you don't know what accelerated time is, basically it means that events that should be happening hours apart are happening minutes apart, just to save time, basically. That's basically what accelerated time is. If you can get into the movie with the mindset of, this is a live news broadcast happening right now, it helps if you watch the movie at night, by the way. It helps if you watch it around like 10 o'clock at night. It really helps if you watch it, at least in the dark. It really helps with immerse yourself in the movie. But if you can get into that mindset, it is like, exactly, sounds like, first time I watched, I was completely invested. I'm sure on a rewatch it'd be like, I'd still be invested, just maybe not as much, but it would still be fucking incredible. Like, oh god, like I love that movie, fucking incredible. Barbie, just not a good movie. I have not watched a movie since 1998. Really eternal. I think he's calling Barbie a cuck movie. That's very funny. I like that. The ending, I just read that. She is a good actress. Yes, absolutely. She is a good actor. Absolutely eternal. Absolutely incredible. I feel like this is my family. Hey, Eternal, absolutely. Everyone that watches me, you guys are not my viewers. You guys are my friends. You guys are our family. You are secondary family to me, my YouTube family. Let's actually arguably technically like my third family, because like I feel like the Simling family I technically talk to more, just because I only come up here like occasionally. But yeah. But for the Habs game, you guys know what I mean. This is basically like my main family, Simling family, and then the YouTube family. Well, technically it's not like a hierarchy. It's just, you guys know what I mean. My family sold me out. Hey, Eternal, I'm really sorry to hear that, man. Everybody that watches me with the Flex Sons. Hey, no problem, Eternal. No problem, man. Absolutely, my brother. You're absolutely my brother in return. Let's go. But yeah, so getting back to Oppenheimer real quick before the end of the stream. Yeah, Oppenheimer, just really goddamn good. I could not get enough of it, and I looked at the time when we were like 50 minutes in. I saw we were less than an hour in, me and my best friend. I saw we were less than an hour in, and I immediately thought, oh my god, we're less than an hour in. This is fucking good. Like I genuinely thought we were already 2 hours in. Like, not to say like, oh, that's a bad thing that the movie went by so slowly, but it's the fact that I was so invested and we were only less than an hour in. Like, I was really happy that was the case because I thought we were already almost done with it. But exactly, sounds like it's the fastest yet also the slowest 3 hours of your life, because there's scenes like the one when they first set off the bomb where it's like so intense and it takes like so long for it to happen because it's building up the tension. And then there's stuff like the scenes of Florence Pugh where it goes by so fast and you want that stuff to last much shorter, but it just doesn't, unfortunately. But and there's the whole stuff with the interrogation stuff that's going on as well, and it's like that's the stuff that I love. Like that stuff is what I fucking love about the movie. Absolutely. Very impressed with Struble and Lindstrom. Thank you for coming by in the chat. I'm very impressed with Struble as well. Lindstrom, I've noticed him a lot, but then again, he doesn't provide much offense. He did have a goal tonight, but yeah, I like his defensive ability. I'm really impressed with Jaden Struble. Very impressed with him. For a dude playing 4 NHL games, he already fits right into the lineup. Like, he's not even a guy where it's like he comes in and it's like, okay, yeah, no, you can tell he's like the rookie. He's only played a couple games. No, he just fits right in. Like, even his first NHL game, like, I had to point out, okay, which one's Struble? Where is he on the ice? He fit in that well, and yeah, I'm impressed with him. I think that he can end up being a legitimate, solid defenseman with the NHL, and I'd love to see Struble get some more games when Jack Eye's healthy. Don't know who becomes healthy scratch. Maybe Kovacevic, maybe Justin Barron. I doubt it though. We're genuinely in a really good issue right now with the Canadiens where we have too much, quote unquote, defensive depth, where a guy like Jaden Struble might not end up being on the blue line once guys like Jack Eye and Harris and Savard come back, which Savard shouldn't be too much longer before he comes back again, almost maybe like 2 to 4 weeks. So fingers crossed for that. Time is fake, it seems real, but it is not. I mean, you could say time is just a social construct. I think you could say that. What do you think will happen with the goaltending situation with Edmonton and the Habs? Thank you for the question. I really hope that's how you want me to pronounce your name. It's just I hope that. Honestly, I don't know. Actually, I feel like apparently the Oilers don't want Jake Allen. They want one of Montembeault or Primo. The Canadiens are discussing an extension with Montembeault, so it seems like they do want to keep him. But at the same time, I don't think we want to get rid of Caden Primo because of how young he is, how he's playing well at 23, and this could be the turnaround to him being a NHL backup, maybe a starter. I see more of a backup, a solid backup at this point. So I don't think we'd want to get rid of him in case anything does happen. But I do think the Canadiens would want to get rid of Jake Allen. I think just right now it's kind of at a standstill until the Oilers kind of realize they're sort of fucked and think, okay, we know we should give us Jake Allen, please. We'll take Jake Allen. So I think it's kind of more of a stalemate at this point. Just both sides not really like budging. But I think the Oilers will probably be the first to break because they are more of a desperate team right now. Wolverine, thoughts on Kane signing with the Red Wings? I'm a bit surprised. The Sabres were like the big team talked about for a while. So yeah, I'm interested to see how he does. I believe his second game is against the Canadiens on Saturday. So yeah, I would definitely say that it's going to be interesting to watch Kane on Saturday, but I do think he will. I said this early in the stream. He's either going to do really, really well or really bad on Saturday. He's either going to score 4 points or he's going to get none. There's no like, he played all right. He had an assist. It's either he plays really well or really bad. But I think he'll be okay with the Wings. I don't think he's going to light the lamp like the Red Wings fans might think, but he'll be okay. A total render. Fuck. My wife took my keys. I want to drive. Drunk people can drive. Cops would not pull me over. I drank and drove. I mean, a total render. They might. I don't know if they would, but I mean, it depends if you look like you're drunk driving. I think it would depend. I wouldn't drink and drive though. Personally, I wouldn't do it. Oilers suck. Oilers do not want goaltender. Surprisingly, they probably don't want a goaltender right now. It looks like. Yes, turnovers almost cost them the game tonight, definitely. They do need more patience with the puck. Lots of rush passes, definitely. I do agree as well. Caufield, Suzuki, absolutely sure. But yeah, absolutely. Caufield and Slavkovsky definitely have good chemistry. I get why they have Dvorak with them. Dvorak more the defensively minded, kind of safe bet to put there. I definitely get that. But I don't like them being there either. I would probably go back to Caufield and Slavkovsky being with Suzuki. I actually would probably go with that because there was a shift where they kept the Blue Jackets out there for like 2 minutes and they played very well. And Slavkovsky was very much controlling that shift they had, and I thought they played very well there together. I'd love to try them all out. Hopefully Marty St. Louis saw the same thing that we did despite them not scoring on that shift and thinks, hey, you know what? Let's try these guys all together again. So, yeah. And then maybe play Dvorak second line if you really want to keep him there. I would probably try Andy with Dvorak. I think that could maybe work, have some chemistry. Put Newhook there. I know Newhook played well. He had a goal tonight. Unless you maybe want to put Newhook on the third line. Try him with, put Armia, say, on the second line. Maybe try, Newhook with Monahan and maybe Gallagher if you want to put him there. I don't know if Newhook and Gallagher could really mesh because they both kind of go to the front of the net. But I definitely think there's things that you could absolutely there's absolutely things that you can work on, but things that I think that you can actually improve on in a good way. I mean, realizing Kane signed with the Red Wings because of DeBrincat and Lou passed up on DeBrincat because he didn't want to give him 8 years despite him giving Engvall and Mayfield 7 years. Well, Sons, here's the thing. DeBrincat's not in the best shape of his career. So Lou doesn't want to risk DeBrincat not being a 40-goal scorer. Instead, he wants to give the reliability to a 7th D-man and Scott Mayfield. No, legitimately, yeah. You can say Lou chose Engvall and Mayfield over DeBrincat and Kane. You genuinely can, Sons, which is... I don't think anybody's going to be very happy with that, especially not in the Islanders fan base. Oh, truly, yeah, I definitely don't want to try that. Believe you me, I definitely don't. I don't understand why the Oilers would want Primo unless they're retooling or rebuilding. If the Oilers are in a win-now mode, they would want either Monty or Allen. Exactly, Wolverine. Unless they want Primo just more as a backup, or they see how well he's playing right now and they would want him because of that. But even then, again, I don't think the Canadiens want to get rid of Primo. I don't think they want to get rid of Montembeault. They're working on an extension with him, apparently. The one guy that should be on his way out is Jake Allen. I think... Allen absolutely should be the odd man out, and I think he probably should be moved to Edmonton. I think if you can give him a partial starter who could honestly rejuvenate his career being back on the West Coast, not with dealing with the pressure of Montreal media, I think that'd be fine. One thing that's negative with the Montreal media, yes, the criticism of Quebec-born players, exactly. Both in the why don't we have Quebec-born players and why is this Quebec-born player performing well with the Canadiens? Both senses, absolutely. There's that's absolutely negative for sure about the Montreal media. They're very critical too. The fans are very critical as well. I've seen earlier this year, I was seeing a lot of Canadiens fans with Slavkovsky, for example, being like, hey, Slavkovsky is a bust. He's not playing well. He has, I think it was the one goal in the first 13 games. Slavkovsky's a bust. Send him to the AHL. Marty St. Louis doesn't know what he's doing. And now he has, 6 points in his last 8 games, something like that. He's playing very well. He's playing a lot better than he was at the start of the year. It's almost like Marty St. Louis knows by playing him second, third line, giving him time to get back into the groove of the NHL, that'll start playing well again. It's almost like Marty St. Louis knows what he's doing more than Twitter fans, It's come on, It's I don't know. For me, I think it's funny how Habs fans suddenly flipped from, hey, Slavkovsky's a bust, we should send him to the AHL, trade him while we can, to now, holy shit, guys, have you seen your Slavkovsky? He's playing a lot better recently. It's okay, and yeah, he's playing well. It's, for me, it's seriously, I feel like that's become a lot of the criticism that I've laid on Canadiens fans, is that the ex-Habs fans just don't know what they want. They want to tank and be bad, but at the same time, they will criticize the team when we lose. You know? Like, if we'd lost this game tonight, say 3-2 in overtime, the immediate criticisms would have been, hey, how did the Canadiens lose to the Blue Jackets? How did we lose to the Canadiens? How did we lose to Columbus? What happened? Who needs to be fired? Instead of just, hey, we took them to overtime, we played very well, they just played better than us to warrant the win tonight. You know, which would have been the legitimate case. I think that, like with the turnovers almost cost them the game tonight. And if it had been a turnover that cost us the game, that would have been the big talking point, you know? So I think they're definitely, like with the media and the fans, they're very, very harsh, especially with the Canadiens right now, because they are definitely a team that gets criticized a lot by the media, because we actually have fans and media that watch the Montreal Canadiens, unlike the Ottawa Senators, Deadpool. Sorry, how's that game against the Panthers going again? When was the last time the Senators scored a goal? I don't think I can count that far back. Quebec players perform better in smaller U.S. markets. Well, that goes exactly. That goes for all provinces. Like, you look at Toronto, Ontario-born players born in Toronto, if you will, players born in Laval, players born in Quebec. You know, overall, like players born in Quebec, in Ontario, players born in Alberta. They play better where there's less attention on them. There's less stress on them to perform. Are there certain players that maybe perform better on that stress? Yes, absolutely. I think there is. But a majority of players, it's like, no. Like, there's no need. Like, there's no need for that pressure to be on them. It's the same thing that happened with Jonathan Drouin. He was a Quebec-born player who played fairly well, especially given the expectations and the anticipation of fans. He played well, I think, in Montreal. He just, unfortunately, the pressure got to him, and it caused him to leave town, and quite frankly, it's completely fair. And now look at him this year. 3 goals in 19 games. 3 goals for Jonathan Drouin after 2 goals in 58 games last year. All of a sudden, he's got 6 points as well after being scoreless in his first 11 games of the year. You let Jonathan Drouin be Jonathan Drouin, and he will be Jonathan Drouin. It's almost like you don't put pressure on a guy, and he's gonna play better. You know, it's funny that you look at that, because I'm trying to see, can I get his where can I get game by game? See all, there we go. So for example, in the month of November, he's had 5 points in 11 games, which, okay, that's not great. Sorry, Jonathan Drouin actually had an assist in his first game with the Avalanche. Then he was held pointless for 9 straight games, and now he's had 5 points in his last 9 games. So he's played well recently. Jonathan Drouin absolutely has, you know. So it's funny, you know. And then you look as well with Slavkovsky. Fans criticizing him. He won 1 point in his first, again, I think it was 10 games. He's played 6 points in his last 8 games, playing very well recently. So exactly, I do not blame Drouin at all. He deserved much better. He deserves Colorado. He deserves to be on a team that can win him a Stanley Cup. And honestly, if he does win the Stanley Cup, I'd love nothing more than to see him lift that fucking Stanley Cup, because he deserves it. With all the shit he went through in Montreal, with all the shit that fans put him through, that's the least he deserves, is a goddamn Stanley Cup out of it. He absolutely deserves that. And honestly, it sucks that his mental health had deteriorated because of the fan base in Montreal, that he wasn't able to play in the 21 Cup Finals run. He had left the team at that point. He wasn't able to play at that point, which sucks, because it would have been fucking awesome to see him in the lineup and get I don't know, he's such a fucking playoff performer. He probably would have had 15 points in the 20 games we played. He would have been fucking great, I'm sure. That's something that absolutely sucks. Canada's old and washed. He would produce a hell of a lot better than Julien Gauthier, probably Suns. I will give you that. X fans do know more than Lou. I will give you that, Suns, for sure. My mom loves you. So, hey, Eternal Render's mom. I love you too. Absolutely. Give me the mom simp rule. I don't care. I love Eternal Render's mom too. Hell yeah. Let's go. I mean, Deadpool, you can say we're rushing Slavkovsky like we do Kotkaniemi, but I'm pretty sure Kotkaniemi still has, 5 more playoff seasons? 5 more playoff series than the Ottawa Senators' entire team does, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. I don't blame just read that. Lars Eller, exactly. Lars Eller, Arturi Lehkonen, and now him and Tomas Tatar as well. Don't forget Tatar's also with the Avalanche right now. And I believe Galchenyuk had a short tenure with the Avs too. Correct me if I'm wrong. He might have. I'm actually looking at Hockey to Beast. He has 5 points in his last 7 games, actually. He actually does. So yeah, Galchenyuk. Again, I believe he had a very short... Yes, he did last year. He played 11 games for them. He was signed with them, played most of his season. Actually was point per game with the Eagles in the AHL, but he did get 11 games with them last year. So he actually technically is another former Canadian that played for the Avs, which is very funny. Now, you know what? I mean, Avs, we've got a fresh Jake Allen. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to cost your first round pick, but that's all I'm going to say. Yeah. Well, Deadpool, you know what? At least we have fans who are passionate. Meanwhile, it goes to show how classy the Senators are. They cheer when their former owner dies. Well, actually, current owner at the time dies. So, yeah, that goes to show. Also, good to see that Erik Karlsson does not want to resign because Ottawa kind of fucking sucks. Suns, exactly. Galchenyuk was a good talent. Too bad he decided to be racist. Exactly. Exactly. That really sucks, man. Alex Galchenyuk, I hope he gets better too. I'll admit, the whole, I'll end your bloodline, that was a funny line as well, but yeah, no, it sucks that what's happened to him has happened, and the KHL is a good place for him to start. Definitely hope to get better. Wolverine, yeah, the Galchenyuk stuff is sad. He was my favorite player when he played for the Habs. Yeah, I liked Galchenyuk as a Canadian. He wasn't necessarily the best player on the ice, but he was good. He was reliable, good top 6 guy. I liked Galchenyuk with the Canadians as well, and I hope he gets better. I'd love to see him come back to the NHL. Honestly, in 3-4 years when he's 33, if we need a veteran for the AHL or depth, we ever need a guy who can come in for a couple games. Galchenyuk would be awesome to see come back, get a couple last games with the Canadians. I think that'd be fun. Just a matter of if he can come back to the NHL, not when. Unfortunately, it's just if he can get better. PK Subban can't cheer for the Leafs. Most of his buddies are on that team. That is true. Subban can't cheer for the Leafs. Exactly. Alright, I gotta finish up with the stats, and we gotta, I'll restart the stats entirely, read any last minute comments that are coming through, and then we will end the stream. So, Caufield, again, has 7 goals, 11 assists, 18 points. Nick Suzuki, 5 goals, 13 assists, 18 points. Mike Matheson, 5 goals, 12 assists, 17 points. Stay with me yet again, boys. Remember when he wasn't playing like a top 15 D-man about 5 games ago? Yes, I do. Alex Newhook, 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points. Sean Monahan with the exact opposite, 6 goals, 7 assists for 13 points. Brendan Gallagher, 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points. Caden Gooley, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points. Justin Barron, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. Tanner Pearson, with the exact opposite, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points. Slavkovsky, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. Jake Evans with a goal, 4 assists for 5 points. Jesse Ullinen with 3 goals and an assist for 4 points. Christian Dvorak with the opposite of a goal, 3 assists for 4 points. Raphael Harpernard, who's out, I believe, indefinitely, unfortunately. He has 4 assists on the year. Jonathan Kovacevic with 3 goals. Gustav Lindstrom has 2 goals and an assist for 3 points. Arbor Jacki, who's out indefinitely, I believe, and Michael Pizzetta both have a goal for 2 assists and 3 points. Jordan Harris, who's out indefinitely with 3 assists. Joel Armia has 2 goals. Kirby Dach, who's unfortunately out for the remainder of the year. David Savard, who's out for, I believe, roughly 2 to 4 weeks now at this point. And Josh Anderson all have 2 assists. Jake Allen, Jaden Struble, and Caden Primo all have an assist this year. Arbor Jacki has 3 fights. Michael Pizzetta just has 2. And Tanner Pearson has 1 fight this year. So yeah, boys, that is going to do it for today's video. Or today's stream, sorry. Thank you all so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. Favorite share includes everything but it's not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything else. My name is Rice. Subscribe to Puff Club, the Haze Clubs, Hub, D Nation. If you are a member of the Mod Squad, they come on in comments or streams, and your reviews is much greatly appreciated. Links description. Love you too, Eternal Render. I'm very sorry, ER. Okay, I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to call you Tap, obviously. Links in the description are the Amazon Business, PO Box, PayPal, Discord, Letterboxd, Speedrun account, the Streamlabs, and the Twitch, the Discord, Letterboxd, Speedrun account, and the Discord, and the Streamlabs are all down there as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Adam Montreal, wait, no. Go have Adam Montreal. I was remember no matter how bad we were last year. How good we are like this year. No, go Habs, go. Always remember no matter how bad we were last year, how good we are like this year. Go Habs, go. Adam Montreal. Fuck, I forget how it's done. Either way, thank you guys again for watching. My name is Rice again, and I am out. Absolutely friends forever. Eternal Render, 100%, my guy. Thank you all again so much for watching. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye guys. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye guys. I will stream until the 1:30, but see you guys. Bye guys. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye guys. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye guys. Bye. Potential WWE Supercard stream coming soon. I know they have the Google Play games thing live right now, but I don't know. We'll see. Hell yeah, boys. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye guys again. Bye. Let's go. Hell yeah, boy.